wasted all of the fear of the Lord I was given. Mother, forget me now that the great drank the cradle you sang to. Mother, forgive me, I sold your car for the shoes that I gave you. So may the sun rise, bring hope where it once was forgotten. Sons can be birds, taken, broken up to the mountain. Mother, don't worry, I've got a cup and some friends on the corner. Mother, don't worry, she's got a garden we're planting together. Mother, remember the night that the dog got her pups in the pantry. Blood on the floor, fleas on their paws, and you cried till the morning. So may the sun rise, bring hope where it once was forgotten. Sons are like birds flying always over the mountain. Because they're fucking broken. You're stuck in a world that's sinking. Because you're fucking breaking. She swore surely a wish, swore surely a wish. Once only a wish is a part of you. She swore surely a wish, swore surely a wish. Once never a wish is a part of you. Only a wish, only a wish. I know that your wish is a part of you.
Sometimes I'm awake, thinking about fucking things up for myself again. So relax and sit there. My organs know I mean well, even though they're all gone, but they're content. Driving up north, heading towards nothing, just for a fake laugh and a stupid smile. I never asked to see lost painted on your forehead, looking forward. It's been taunting me for a while. Sometimes I'm in front of the street, noticing my face in the paint. This is hell, this is far, this is human. This is something where no one ever gains. What's there to do? I couldn't even tell you. Everything keeps spinning, letting me know that something doesn't feel right. And it's sitting in my chest, feeling so low. It's been black outside for days now. Hope the end of the week gets here quick, so there is nothing left to question. Not even the God that I told to quit.
and it slid away, but I miss you.
just irrelevant. It's just medicine. It's just medicine. You could still be what you want to, what you said you were when I met you. You've got a warm heart, you've got a beautiful brain, but it's disintegrating from all the medicine, from all the medicine, from all the medicine, medicine. You could still be what you want to be, what you said you were when you met me. You could still be what you want to, what you said you were when I met you, when you met me, when I met you.
a spiral stairway, like a blackout memory. You prop up your work like a figure of straw, keeping your ghost from the garden. But is it red, ripe, or dead in skin? Spiraling further in, spiraling further in. Burn a candle to my skin, turn the handle, let me in. I cannot be your guardian anymore. Burn a candle to my skin, turn the handle, let me in. I cannot be your medicine anymore, anymore. I am a moment in time, and your eyes start to wander, and your head starts to spin. From the simplest task, deciding what you will wear, finding faults in a straight line. Have to remember to stop, wringing out the same cloth. Burn a candle to my skin, turn the handle, let me in. I cannot be your guardian anymore. Burn a candle to my skin, turn the handle, let me in. I cannot be your medicine anymore, anymore. Burn a candle to my skin, turn the handle, let me in. I cannot be your guardian anymore. Burn a candle to my skin, turn the handle, let me in. I cannot be your medicine anymore, anymore.
Broke into her house, saw her sitting there, drinking coke and whiskey in her bra and underwear. Saw him in the kitchen, hanging up the phone. I asked him nicely once to pack his things and go. He gave her a reassuring look, said he wouldn't leave, but I asked him one more time. This time pulled out my sheath, stuck him in the back, and I pulled it out slow, and I watched him fall down. And as the morning sun rose, he looked at me. He said, "You missed my heart." missed my heart. You got me good. I knew you would. But you missed my heart. You missed my heart. Were his last words before he died. Looking out the window, up at the blue sky, listening to her scream, listening to her cry. A feeling of relief came over my soul. I couldn't take it any longer, and I lost control. I chased her up the stairs and I pinned her to the ground. And underneath her whimpering I could hear a siren sound. I rattled off a list of all the things I miss, like going to the movies with her and the way she kissed me. Driving into downtown Wheeling, showing her off. Backyard barbecues and reunions in the park. I said I missed her skin when she started laughing. While I clenched down on her wrist, she said that's quite a list, but there's one thing you missed. You missed my heart. You missed my heart. That's quite a list, but what you really missed. You missed my heart. You missed my heart. That's quite a list, but what you really missed. Running through the parking lot, running through the fields, policemen on my back, something hit my skull and cracked. They dragged me off to jail, said $1 million bill, where I tried to tie a noose, but I failed and I broke loose. I went racing through the prison yard, shot down by a tower guard. He got me in the shins, and he got me in the arms. They strapped me in the gurney, took me off to the infirmary, where the priest read my last rites. And just before everything went dark, I said he missed my heart. He missed my heart. He got me good. I knew he would, but he missed my heart. He missed my heart. And just before everything went dark, the most poetic dream came flowing like the sea, laying there, my lifeblood draining out of me. A childhood scene, night sky moonbeams, fishing with my friends, sitting in the wild reeds, watching the Ohio River flow at night, waiting for the bullhead catfishes to bite. Down river from the Moundsville prison graveyard. 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 Downriver from the Moundsville prison graveyard.